I generated this photorealistic image of my AI avatar completely free on my computer using ZImage Turbo. The best part is that not only is it free, but I can also generate unlimited images on my low-VRAM computer without needing an internet connection. In this ComfyUI lesson, I'll show you exactly how to do it, so make sure you stay with me until the end. Let's jump in. First, you need to download the required model files. You can find all the download links in the description of this video. The original ZImage Turbo model is 12 GB in size, so you'll need to use the optimized GGUF version. I'm using the Q8 GGUF version. Download it by clicking this link. Instead of the GGUF model, you can also download and use the smaller FP8 version of ZImage Turbo. The advantage of using the FP8 version is that you don't need a separate GGUF loader node. However, in my experience, GGUF models are more efficient and produce great results. Once the download is complete, copy the file. Open your ComfyUI portable folder, then go to ComfyUI, Models, and finally, UNet. Paste the model file here. Next, we need the Qwen34B text encoder. Download it from here. Paste it into the text encoder folder. Lastly, you'll need a VAE encoder. Download it from here and paste it into the VAE folder. Now that you've downloaded and placed all the required files, let's start ComfyUI. The first thing you need to do is open the manager and update ComfyUI by clicking the Update All button. After the update is finished, completely close ComfyUI and restart it. I've already updated mine, so I won't be doing that right now. Once ComfyUI has restarted, click Templates in the left sidebar. Search for ZImage Turbo. Let's select this text-to-image template. You'll see this large node here. It's actually a subgraph that contains multiple nodes. Think of a subgraph as a folder inside another folder. Expand it by clicking the button in the top right corner so you can see all the nodes inside. The connections shown on the left side can make things a little confusing for beginners. So it's better to remove them by left-clicking each one and selecting Remove Slot. Now, instead of using this Load Diffusion model node, we're going to use the GGUF loader node. Let's move the diffusion model node out of the way. Double-click an empty area to add a new node. Search for GGUF loader and add it. Let's place it here. We need to connect it to the model sampling node, but before that, let's bypass the diffusion model node. Now connect the GGUF loader node to the model sampling node. Make sure the Q8 GGUF model is selected. Similarly, in the clip node, select the Qwen34B text encoder model, and in the VAE node, select the AE-VAE encoder model. I'll leave the rest of the settings as they are. Now it's time to generate an image. I'll paste in my prompt to generate my AI avatar. You can also customize the image width and height here, but I think the default settings are fine. You can adjust the K-sampler settings as well, but if you're a beginner, I recommend leaving them alone. Let's click Run. This may take a little time. Our image has been generated. Let's take a look. Not bad. Let's open it for a full view. As you can see, everything looks great. The hands, the skin texture, and even the text. To improve the results even further and gain more control, you can add a negative prompt node. Right now, this workflow uses a dummy zero out node for negative conditioning. To gain full control over what gets excluded from your images, we'll replace it with a dedicated text encode node. Double-click anywhere on the empty canvas to open the node search menu again. Search for and select Clip Text Encode Prompt. Drag a wire from the clip output port of your main loader node and connect it to the clip input port of your new negative prompt node. Next, drag a wire from the conditioning output port of the new node and connect it directly to the negative input port of the K-sampler. Select the Conditioning 0 Out node and press Delete. Move the new node next to the prompt section. Resize both text encode nodes. For better organization, you can rename them if you'd like. Double-click the title bar and rename them to something clear, such as Clip Text Encode, Prompt Positive, and Clip Text Encode, Prompt Negative. Click inside the text field, and I'll paste in some negative terms, such as common quality modifiers and unwanted artifacts like ugly, deformed, or blurry. Let's run it and see the results. Here's the output. Let's open it for a closer look. I don't notice a major difference right now, but negative prompts can sometimes make a significant improvement. In Lesson 7 of this ComfyUI beginner tutorial series, I showed you what LoRAs are and how to use them for consistency, clothing, and style. You can use LoRAs in this workflow as well. Go to civitai.com and open the Models page. Use the filters to find a LoRA designed for your base model, such as LoRAs for ZImage Turbo. You'll find plenty of options here. I'll use the Midjourney Luniva Cinematic LoRA to give the image a cinematic look. Click the download button to get the LoRA file. It will have a Safe Tensors extension. Open File Explorer and navigate to your ComfyUI installation folder. Inside the Models folder, you'll find the LoRAs folder. Open it, move, or paste the downloaded LoRA file into this folder. As you can see, I've already done that. Now, let's go back to the ComfyUI canvas. I'll move the Unet loader node so you can get a better view of the connections. Double-click an empty area, search for LoRA, and select Load LoRA. Disconnect the wire that connects your main loader's model output to the sampling nodes. Connect the model output of the main loader to the model input of the Load LoRA node. Then connect the model output of the Load LoRA node back into your main sampling workflow. Click the drop-down menu inside the Load LoRA node and select the file you downloaded, Midjourney Luniva Cinematic LoRA Safe Tensors. Leave Strength Model at 1.0 by default, or adjust it to your preference. Now click Run to test it. The image is finished. Let's open it for a better look. The difference is pretty clear. This image looks much more cinematic. The background blur, shadows, colors, reflections, everything looks better, and that's how you can create high-quality photorealistic images using ZImage Turbo in ComfyUI, even on low-VRAM PCs. Be sure to take the quiz included with this video to test how much you've learned. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a comment and let me know what problem you'd like me to solve in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.